The ancient Greeks have long been celebrated for their amazing achievements in the areas of science, mathematics, philosophy, and art. Not only did they create some of the world's most iconic sculptures and works of art, but they also left us with a wealth of knowledge and inventions that have impacted our lives in countless ways. Here are 7 of the most amazing gifts the ancient Greeks gave us. Number 7. Democracy. Ancient Greeks are credited for having invented the world's first democracy. This political system was constructed by the Greeks in the 6th century BC. This form of governance was based on the concept of rule by the people, where citizens exercise power through collective decision-making. Athens and other Greek cities were run by elected officials chosen by their citizens. All male citizens could participate in voting on laws, and they had the right to challenge any government decisions they disagreed with. Although Athenian democracy was limited by gender and social status, it provided a unique opportunity for citizens to express their opinions on matters affecting them. Ancient Greek constructions such as the Parthenon and Agora were also built to facilitate the democratic process. This ancient form of government was a fundamental basis of our modern democracies. Number 6. Drama. The ancient Greeks were the first to develop dramatic constructions that are still used today. They created plays and poetry that were both poetic and philosophical in nature. Ancient Greek drama consisted of 3 main genres: tragedy, comedy, and satyr play. Tragedies told the stories of heroic individuals, often with a moral message, while comedies focused on satire and ridicule. Satyr plays combined tragedy with comic elements and was often presented as part of a trilogy. Ancient Greek drama was performed during religious festivals and is considered an important part of the cultural legacy of ancient Greece. It has had an enormous influence on modern theater, including the works of William Shakespeare, among many others. Number 5. Philosophy. The ancient Greeks had a huge influence on the development of philosophical thought. The first known Western philosopher, Thales, was an ancient Greek. Socrates and Plato are 2 of the most influential thinkers in the history of philosophy, and they were both ancient Greeks. The ideas of Socrates and Plato laid the foundations for the development of many aspects of modern thought. They explored topics such as morality, epistemology, and justice. Their influence was such that many of the philosophical questions raised by them remain relevant today. The ancient Greeks were also responsible for creating several concepts that are still used today in philosophical discourse. One such concept is the construct of logos. This term refers to rational argumentation, which is often used to make a point in philosophical discourse. Another concept the ancient Greeks developed is Stoicism, which emphasizes the importance of living a life in accordance with nature and rationality. The ancient Greeks had an immense impact on the development of philosophical thought. Their exploration of topics such as morality, justice, and epistemology has shaped the way we think about these topics today. Their constructions of logos and Stoicism remain integral components of philosophical discourse, and their ideas will continue to shape future generations' understanding of the world. Number 4. The Olympics. One of the most important gifts that the ancient Greeks gave us was the Olympic Games. This ancient Greek construction dates back to 776 BC and has become an important part of modern culture and sport. The Games were originally created as a way to honor the Greek gods, but they soon became a way for people to show off their physical and mental skills. The original Olympic Games featured several different events, such as running, wrestling, boxing, chariot racing, javelin throwing, and discus throwing. There was also a procession dedicated to Zeus, who was the king of the gods. The winners of each event were awarded olive wreaths and the fame that comes with victory. Today, the Olympics are still held every 4 years in different cities around the world. The modern games have expanded to include many more sports and events than what the ancient Greeks competed in. However, the spirit of the original competition lives on in each Olympic Games as athletes from all over the world come together to compete and represent their countries. Number 3. Geometry. The ancient Greeks are credited for being the first to develop the mathematical field of geometry. The father of geometry is thought to be Euclid, an ancient Greek mathematician. Through his seminal works Elements and Optics, he codified much of what we now know as geometry. He taught that all lines and angles angles remain constant, and proposed a number of geometric theorems and postulates that are still relevant today. The ancient Greeks also constructed many buildings using geometry, such as the Parthenon in Athens. They used triangles, squares, and circles to construct strong and enduring structures. This construction method has been adopted by many cultures since and can still be seen in ancient Greek constructions today. Number 2. Science. The ancient Greeks are credited with many impressive scientific developments, including their construction of impressive machines and astronomical theories. One of the most influential ancient Greek scientists was Archimedes. He is remembered for his invention of a screw-like device used to lift water, as well as his use of mathematics to create tools for measuring the volume of objects. In terms of astronomy, Aristarchus of Samos proposed the heliocentric model, which postulates that the Sun is in the center of the universe with all planets revolving around it. The ancient Greeks are also noted for their development of geometry. Euclid is renowned for his treatise The Elements, which laid out the foundations for geometry. Other important figures in the development of this field include Pythagoras and Hippocrates. These ancient Greek constructions created the mathematical tools used by generations of scientists and engineers. The contributions of the ancient Greeks to science have been lasting and continue to shape our understanding of mathematics and astronomy today. Number 1. The alphabet. In addition to the alphabet, ancient Greeks also constructed amazing monuments, sculptures, and buildings that have survived through the centuries. Many of these constructions were built as temples to honor their gods. These temples often included incredible columns that soared upwards towards the sky, as well as intricate carvings in marble depicting various stories from mythology. Ancient Greeks built theaters too, where plays were held as part of religious festivals in honor of their gods. They even constructed grand arenas for their sporting events, such as chariot racing and athletic competitions. Ancient Greek constructions often had intricate designs featuring geometric shapes, floral motifs, animals, and even mythical creatures like griffins and sphinxes. Their architectural prowess amazed even their contemporaries and has stood the test of time. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.